Hello YouTube, Wes here checking back in with a brand new episode of The Vinyl Survivor. As always, this is the final reckoning for 10 albums recently listened to. I'd let you know what I thought of them, whether they're going to be staying in my permanent collection or whether they just weren't for me and they're going to be going away. If you're interested in anything I didn't like here, anything that's collector's quality ends up in my Discogs store. You can find that at deepdishrecords.com. That'll take you right over to Discogs and my store, and you can browse what I have for sale there and check out anything you like. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'm on Instagram over at Wes Spins Vinyl. That's where I put my vinyl related posts. So yeah, that's it for the intro here. Let's go ahead and get into the main show. As I said, 10 albums on the chopping block. First one I have here is a piece of ambient electronic. This was a gift from Stefan73 here on YouTube. Excellent channel. Definitely check him out. This is Klaus Schulze's Dreams. It's like 1986 is the year on this one. Of course, Klaus Schulze of Tangerine Dream, electronic ambient. Great stuff. Definitely enjoyed listening to this. I pretty much always enjoy listening to anything from Klaus Schulze. Very peaceful ambient electronic stuff. A bit of liner notes in here and some other stuff. One thing I will say about Klaus Schulze is very, very prolific. There's lots of stuff out there to get, so it can get kind of overwhelming. Don't go crazy. Just pick them up from time to time if you find them, kind of thing. This is on the German Brain label, but it's a black label, Brain. So A Dream by Klaus Schulze is staying in my collection. Next up, another gift from Stefan, and this is sort of in the same vein, electronic music here. 1984, Transparent World by The Visitor, I believe is The Visitor is the artist, and Transparent World is the album title. Really, really cool stuff here. Really enjoyed this a lot. A little bit more poppy, synth poppy, I guess would be the best way to describe this. This is on Top Hole Records. This also included a poster and lyrics. Very nice. Again, another keeper for me. Definitely dug this, and thank you again, Stefan, for sending this over to me. Really enjoyed it, and it's going to be staying in my collection. All right, next up I have to share with you a best of album. This is Lynyrd Skynyrd, Gold and Platinum, 2 LP, sort of greatest hits set for them. All the classic Lynyrd Skynyrd stuff on here. And yeah, I'm kind of the thought that this is really all I need for Lynyrd Skynyrd. I don't love Lynyrd Skynyrd. I kind of struggle with some of the content of their songs a lot, and yeah, it's like they're excellently played. They're good, they're kind of really good earworms as far as the classic rock goes. But I don't love Lynyrd Skynyrd just because of some of the politics and the content of their songs and stuff. But I'll keep this around. This will be sort of, if I really want to hear Lynyrd Skynyrd, I'll pull this out kind of thing. And I do give you a lyric insert, very basic lyric insert on this. This is on the MCA Rainbow label. Pretty nice. So yeah, this is a nice copy. It sounds good. It's pretty much all I need for Lynyrd Skynyrd. So Lynyrd Skynyrd, Gold and Platinum, staying in the collection, and that'll be pretty much it for Lynyrd Skynyrd for me, I think. All right, next I have to share with you another classic folk rock kind of album here, I guess is the best way to put it. The band Music from Big Pink, of course, a classic album of theirs. Put this one in the albums that didn't live up to the hype for me. I know this is a well-loved album. I know this is a classic album. I don't think it's that great. It just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what I'm missing. Maybe I need to revisit this somewhere down the road, but yeah, I just didn't enjoy this one. And it's on the Capitol Rainbow Ring label, Rainbow Rim there. The band Music from Big Pink, and unfortunately, sorry, it just wasn't for me. not going to be staying in my collection. Yeah, unfortunately, it was a letdown for me. Maybe I'll revisit it at some point, but yeah, just not a keeper. All right, next up, we got a bit of prog here. I guess this fits into the prog genre. Justin Hayward of the Moody Blues, songwriter, solo album from him. When is this from? Let's put light pink or light blue print on light blue background because that's real easy to read. 1977 is the year on this. And that's on the Duram label, of course, being Moody Blues related. So yeah, even though I do love and collect everything Moody Blues, I didn't really get into this that much. It just didn't grab me. It kind of bored me a bit. So this is not a keeper for me. Yeah, I'm glad I got to listen to it. I'm glad I got to hear it, but it just wasn't for me, so I'm not going to be keeping this one in the collection. All right, next thing I have to share with you is the 1982 release by The Who titled It's Hard. Really, really dug this one. I tend to like all of The Who stuff, from the early times on, and I definitely enjoyed this one quite a bit. Definitely has a good 80s rock kind of sound to it. I like this one quite a bit. So that is a keeper for me. Nice lyric insert on this one. And it's on the Warner Brothers label there. Pretty plain. Not too interesting. So yeah, that's The Who with It's Hard. Definitely a good one and a keeper for my collection. All right, next up, I got a bit of an oddity for you here. This is Response, electronic music from Norway. So early electronic stuff here from probably from the 60s at some point. I don't remember exactly when this was released. But yeah, just some cool early electronic music here. But nice sampling here. A little bit sort of classic electronics, a little bit more sort of spacey kind of stuff as well. Really cool find, really cool pickup. Kind of a rare one there, but I definitely enjoyed it. And that's on the Limelight label. Pretty cool there. So yeah, Response, electronic music from Norway. Definitely dug it, definitely a keeper and staying in my collection. All right, next up, we got a live album by Sammy Davis Jr. here. This is Sammy Davis Jr. at the Coconut Grove 2 LP set. Nice long set from him. There's the track listing. Let's see what the gatefold has to offer here. Just a nice long essay there. It's on Reprise Records, 2 LP set. So yeah, it was nice to hear, an actual Sammy Davis Jr. show. I never went to a Sammy Davis Jr. show, and obviously can't go to one now. So it was cool to hear this, but not something I feel I need to keep. And it doesn't have much in the way of re-listenability, I don't think. It was enjoyable, but not a keeper. Okay, next thing I have to share with you is a piece of classical on the Deutsche Grammophon label. This is Vivaldi's Four Seasons done by the Festival Strings Lucerne. Yeah, this is kind of like a more of a budget label kind of Deutsche Grammophon release on the Privilege label. It was just sort of ho-hum. It wasn't a great rendition of the Four Seasons in my opinion, so not going to be a keeper for me. But it's always a fun piece of music to hear and one of my favorite pieces. And this is on the newer Deutsche Grammophon label with just the white ring on it. So yeah, this one, not a keeper for me. Enjoyable listen, but definitely not a keeper. Definitely not anything to seek out. Okay, and lastly, we have Todd Rundgren, Hermit of Mink Hollow. Definitely a classic of his, I believe. Definitely see this one around a lot anyway. And I've kind of come to the conclusion that I don't like Todd Rundgren. I'm going to try some more. I've got a Wizard of Star. I've got a couple others that I've picked up over the years that I'm going to try to get into, but I just couldn't get into this one at all. Yeah, and it's a nice copy of it. So that'll probably end up in the store, but it just was not for me. Insert with lyrics on it. And as always, on the Bearsville label. So that's going to do it for this episode of The Vinyl Survivor. Hermit of Mink Hollow by Todd Rundgren didn't make it. Sorry to say. If you love this one, that's cool. That's awesome. Just wasn't for me. So thank you for watching. As always, please subscribe so you can be kept up to date with the future releases. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, great night. Remember, there is no bad music, only music you don't like. And we'll see you again next time. Cheers.